And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get outside. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. To the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
They'll leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Dingle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Now LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Catch in the middle. It's Dingle. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Finding open areas. Lots of running room. Wide open spaces. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Looking to scramble. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw it to Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Toss sweep to the right. Finding an escape route. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bob. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move, it's Love. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Now he's going to break the pocket. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Love. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Get set.
Oh, a lot of space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Fields. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Carr. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half.
Set to advance on the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Notre Dame offense will take over 1st and 10.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it past the marker. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Keeps it on the bootleg. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab, it's Brown. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
A first down for the offense. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, it's Bennett.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Escapes trouble. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll try the run. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. Floating away. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
To the air, it's Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Still on his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
The short hands, it's Bennett. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Lets it go. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. On target. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, 3rd and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Harbor. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
To the ground with the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
South Carolina, 7.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Keeps looking downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
At the 26, 4th down coming up.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
This time on target. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 11 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Love. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Price. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Sellers. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside? Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Price. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Price. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Really impressive performance from this running game. You get a victory like this, gives you a chance to hop up over your opponent and maybe others in the rankings.
Listen, it's early in the season. It's a top 25 matchup.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Love. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future.